welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another match day watch along. This time we are covering the Canada women versus Republic of Ireland women in the World Cup. Match day 2 officially today. The two games already taken part. Spain beating Zambia 5-0. Shock there, not. And was everyone 3? Yeah. I'm trying to think what the other one was now. There was another game at 1 a.m. in the morning which I didn't watch. I think it was 3 or 4, and I'm just double checking now just to give you the correct. Yeah, Japan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Japan beating Costa Rica and 2-0. Sorry, and basically that means Japan and Spain have both qualified for the next round of a game to spare. So next match day 3 will between Japan and Spain will be a straight shootout for top spot basically in that one. This is match day 2, obviously, in terms of this group as well. The only game in this group to take part today in match day 2. Australia take place tomorrow. Hopefully, they don't want the shambles of New Zealand did yesterday. Yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, got Emerson in the chat already. How you doing, Emerson? Hope you're keeping well. Enjoying this World Cup as well. I've got to admit, even off air and all that, I've watched a few games that had no interest in me in terms of I'm completely neutral on it completely. There's been a couple dead rubber games where it's been a bit, and there's been some exciting games as well. So there's goals, there's a bit of drama as well. A lot of VAR usage, especially in the last game earlier on today between Spain and Zambia. Oh, then surprisingly, I was actually watching the game and from like 3-0, they were 2-0 up at half time in Spain, and then they went on to win, they say 5-0. Or something like that. And basically, every time they scored and the goal eventually got given, the crowd booed the goal being given for Spain. Like, the genuinely extra Spain they were. That they didn't even allow Zambia to score at least a goal yesterday, knowing that they're going to win anyway. But yeah, teams are out just doing the national anthems now between Canada and Ireland. Canada will be obviously, anyone who doesn't know women's football in general, Canada will be the favourites. They will be regarded as the favourites today. They are the more senior pro team compared to Ireland. This is like but bread and butter for Ireland, not for Ireland, for Canada in that respect, because obviously they pretty much near every World Cup qualify for this tournament. And they expect to do somewhat okay or somewhat well and get far in this tournament. In the years gone by, was obviously Ireland's first qualification, not know how long. And yeah, no expectation on Ireland, which again it could be a blessing in one sense because they've got again no pressure on them. Everything's on Canada. They can just play with Ireland can play with freedom now and hopefully give a good account of themselves. And actually, unlike in Ireland against Australia, match day 1, they did give a good account of themselves within reason defensively. But because it was Australia they're up against the host nation, it seemed that they wanted to preserve at least the point. And then it comes to the attacking third, they kept like Bambi and us at the nosebleed, all need to defend that, so we've got to defend. It's only like the last few minutes where they tried, but yeah, this is going to be, I think, more hands off for them. And you know what, we've got nothing to lose. Come at us basically. Let's see if we can cope with us now. We've got Kate McCabe as well playing. Good old Katie again, and she's again obviously Ireland's captain as well. Yeah, it's just gone to adverts now on my screen. But if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do smash that like button. And do share the content around as well. I do massively appreciate it. As you can tell, I'm representing Ireland today. Got my Ireland t-shirt. I could have put my rugby top on, but it is a rugby top. Might have got a bit of a stick for that. So I've got paid it slave. Got my t-shirt instead. Oh dear. But I'm hoping for good things today from Ireland. Hoping. I've been waiting. This last couple of hours have really dragged on since the last game. Like the Spain game has really dragged on, sort of filling the gaps in. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna go scoreline wise. Two ups. It's gonna be 2-1 either side, but obviously Irish background and all that. I'm gonna favour Ireland 2-1. I think if Ireland can get an early goal or get the first goal, this could be their day basically, historically in every aspect. Come on, Katie. We got McCabe. Katie McCabe. And if again it all goes well today in terms of this watch long in general, and obviously England in a couple of days' time and all that. I will put a post out on the community post. I will put a community post out saying if you want me to cover more neutral World Cup games, so bring us on the bench for Canada as well. Arsenal goalkeepers on the bench. Sheridan's in goal instead. But yeah, I'll put that out to you. Because I've noticed not many channels are covering the women's World Cup basically. Even at the home, like England or Ireland games. Got Tom in the chat as well now. Ronnie chicks, I was all ready to go at 12:45. That was my mistake. I was literally set me up at 2 o'clock, and I was like, didn't realise I didn't change from AM to PM. I was like, so when I woke up this morning, I was like, well, let's have a look. And yeah, it's fucking streaming going, this thing is always scheduled. The audio started hours ago. Like, no, it's not. Let's change it. Oh, we're dead today. We're doing this, by the way. I'm doing this stream. Canada kicking off, by the way. When they're in white shirts, red shorts, white socks. On in the home jersey kit of green, white shorts, green socks. And we're off. Come on, Ireland. Come on. But yeah, I'm doing this basically, doing this watch long, and I'm go off for a few hours. That's a few hours. Yeah, go off for a few hours. Obviously, sort of dinner, chill out, have a dinner and all that. Then have an early night ish. Go, I don't know, go around 7:30. I'll probably go to bed for a few hours. Set my alarm for 2 o'clock in the morning. Get up at 2, giving myself an hour and a half before kickoff of Arsenal versus Barcelona, but giving me an hour basically. Oh, I think now. I think hour and a half before kickoff. So giving myself, yeah, either way, I give myself plenty of time because I'll be going live at 3 o'clock, so half hour before kickoff. It gives me an hour to sort of get myself presentable, so I would say, when I'm awake. Then I'm covering a 3:30 kickoff in the morning between Arsenal and Barcelona. What can go wrong there? On my own. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Can't just play defensive football for fuck's sake. Don't make this. Do not make this a painful one for me, please. Welcome to the schedule with American Wrestling YouTube. Isn't there another wrestling show coming up next month or the next few weeks or whatever at Wembley? So that might help. I don't know if you'll be covering that, but I assume you would be. So that might help. That again, that's again like every week a one-off special basically, where it's like, oh, time schedule, yay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We've got a lot to talk about this. We've got a lot to we'll have a lot to talk about, by the way, in this stream. not even related to the World Cup either, by the way. Thanks to a certain owner of a shitty North London team wear white and a cock on their fucking shirt. Oh dear! Imagine being done by Financial, basically getting financial doping. That's exactly why I'm not paying £50 though for pay per view. Fair enough. Or 1-0 Iron apparently. Go on. Well, Emerson's must be about 30 seconds ahead of me then, because there must be a corner here. I don't know if you want to do if you ask, I don't know if you're awake enough. I don't do it. If you don't force yourself to be awake and all that. Don't have to. Here we go. Corner for Ireland. Come on, Ireland. Come on. Ball in from Katie. Straight in. Did that go straight in from Katie McCabe? Katie McCabe scores straight from a corner in the World Cup. Oh, what did I say? We got McCabe. Katie McCabe. Oh, I swear they can't, mate. There's no way they can rule that one out, motherfuckers. Oh, get in there. Come on. McCabe straight from the corner. I'm like, hang on. Because this didn't come up. This didn't come up until after the ball in the net. My end. What the hell? Has Sabrina been given inside tips to Kate McCabe just in case he wasn't being played? Wasn't going to get to be played. We got McCabe, Katie McCabe. Just don't think you understand. I've got the pay one as well. Hey. No, it's. And 4 minutes, I believe it was. So bear with me a second. Someone's trying to call me once. Oh, fuck about this. Don't call me, then when I fucking call back and answer. I'm not in the mood for that bullshit. But yeah, fucking hell. I did say Ireland scored an early goal. Ireland scored an early goal. It'd been in their best interest, and obviously, because I'm a fool, I've had the game on at work order. Don't only realise it's on a 50-inch screen after. Oh dear. Keep your strength. Bear with me a second. Yeah, sorry about that again. Fuck's sake. Why is it every time I go live, something happens? I'll say this. Just coming back up 2,000 fucking stairs. As I see the replay of Varney's shot at goal. The Canada goalkeeper looks a bit suspect, that's what I'm saying. Here we go, hit me go again. Come on, Keely. Come on, Keely. Come on, Keely McKay. Whip it in there, go on. And stop that bullshit that's happening in the chat now. One again. I swing fig. Fair play to her. Oh, let's get over there because I'm not having this bullshit of fucking. We got Katie McCabe. We got McCabe. Katie McCabe. I just don't understand. Dealt with that little problem. Sorry. I don't know what's doing myself yet. No, but I've also set up the subs. I'm not getting it. Anyone wants to come with that BS just seen in the chat there, spamming crap. I have to be a sub now, and yeah. And then there's something to spam, and that's just sad. Ryan, I'm starting a new Leeds United focus channel. I'll drop the link in there. So yeah, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Oh yeah. What corner? From a corner. Good old Katie. What's the line, Katie? She's on my team as well. Yes, actually, yes. Just realised that. She's in my fucking fantasy team as well. Get in there. Any special extra points for scoring from a corner directly? I wonder. I wonder. And sorry, yeah, saying hello to Miss as well. Yeah. Oh dear. One thing that's really annoying me actually, but again, Dennis, I've been mentioned it before about Mary Earps, and then obviously Mary Earps mentioned about that can't buy a goalkeeper, can't buy her version of the goalie cut top. I've been trying to get hold of the Ireland top that they're wearing today, and want to get away to get McCabe on the back. Can't get hold of it anywhere. Even on the actual Ireland site website, on the actual official website, can't get it. We can get it, but you can't have a player put in the back of it. Makes sense? No. So it's like, but fuck it, what you're charging? I'm like, no. If you're going to charge that sort, if you're going to charge that sort of money, allow us the option of having a player on the back, be it a men's player or one of the female players. In this case, I wanted Kate McCabe. That's just obviously the FAs in general, the ISFA in this instance. But the manufacturer's got to get their head at their asses as well and do that. So I'm so happy for Kate as well. Not because obviously the Irish connection we both obviously both share in this instance, but and obviously the Arsenal connection as well. Just everything she's had this season, especially when she's catch for the last third of the season. She stepped up, something you wouldn't believe, consistently in that to another level as captain. So I'm so happy that she's gone to this World Cup. No matter what, she's not just scored a goal, but scored the first ever goal for Ireland at a World Cup. I believe so. Again, Emerson and others might be able to confirm that with me, but I believe they are the current Olympic women's champions. Yeah. As a stream, Canada will be slight favourites because of their not just pedigree at the World Cup, because this is their sort of thing for them basically. This is their thing basically, coming to World Cups, performing well, putting their names out there, and giving big moves to the WSL and the American leagues, respectively. It's a bit too in my face. What literally is, so I'll shorten it a bit. I want to actually lay back and chill. That'll do. See if we can change the colour to a Irish screen as well. That's better. Not so much in your face screen as well. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go, Eden. Let's go. Yep, you're up with McCabe and Canada, the reigning Olympic champions there. Yeah, as soon as Tom mentioned sort of rang a bell, I was like, yeah, rings a bell, but I want someone in the back that's just to confirm it, definitely knows it. And I was like, because I'll be honest, when it comes to the Olympics, I'm just like in and out of it sort of thing. No, I don't watch every event they show basically. McCabe is very fighty. I'm impressed with her effort. Mate, you'll always get the effort from her. She'll run herself into the ground. And a great example of that, of her work effort, her work ethos and all that, her mindset, is when we played Wolfsburg in the second leg, the set-out at the Emirates. She played the entire 120 plus minutes, nearly 130 minutes with injury time and all that, throughout the match itself. And she just kept going and going and going. She did not show any signs at all. Which, when it comes to like extra time and all, you could sort of, the minutes were playing at that time already, you would have allowed for. But now she just kept plugging away, digging in. Even on a bad day for her, she will leave everything on the bench. But no matter, I've made it a mission now. Even though I said what I said about not being able to go to the island, be able to get hold of an island, be able to put a name on the back. In this case, McCabe's name and number. That's my mission now. Between now and the start of the WSL, I want to get an Ireland shirt. No matter what happens in this World Cup final, have the proper font on the back of McCabe and 11 on the back. The last year, hopefully, his next has got to be soon. Hopefully, she commits to a new deal soon. Hopefully. By the way, guys, do let me know how the stream's going your end. If it's with the sound and the picture and all that, how it's going your end. Technical timeout. Oh, okay. Like that. I've always seen the Olympics in the ladies' international football. The Euros is so that you don't have to beat the Yanks to win it. True. I get your point there. Oh, tactical. Okay, tactical. The goalkeepers now playing. Daniel playing. twisting it over their ankles. So maybe you might see a little stint of Sabrina, maybe. A bit blurry in the sand. Okay. Don't know why that is. The pictures, because then I've fucking picked HD quality side of things. Right, let's have a look at this. From my end, anyway. Portugal versus Vietnam. I wonder how that's going to go tomorrow. Portugal versus Vietnam.
Something and go. What?
Megan McCabe. Katie McCabe. Yeah, isn't it, bloody, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Why is that? Why are you doing this to me? The second I get a new setup, fucking the Wi-Fi wants to fuck about me. Never had these issues with the fucking MacBook. So, as soon as I actually get a proper PC set up, by the way, and new camera and all that, the Wi-Fi wants to play up in this room. Seriously. That's aggravating because that's not going to help me at all with the channel. But anyway, using my internet. No. BT fucking fibre, what I'm using. What is it? Paying for fucking BT fibre. It's like, nah. It's really aggravating. The thing is, it's really aggravating. I can't deal with it now. I can't actually deal with the situation. It means I'll get kicked off my stream and then just see a blank screen basically. It's actually probably better than fucking what you're seeing now. So actually, once it. Oh, the joys. So this screen's about to go blank, guys. Do bear with me a second. In terms of the internet wise, you'll still get a picture of Odegaard in the background. Don't know why it pisses me off like this. Because Streamline itself is saying one thing, but I go over to the bottom of the screen here, and it's got 4 bars. The bar for the Wi-Fi is 4. It tells you whether you're getting weak or decent or not okay Wi-Fi up here. It pisses me off. That's it. Channel hotspots just goes as well. I'm not saying nothing again, but I've been very timid so far, so we say. Nice little ball there. Right, I'm about to disconnect, so bear with me a second. Another ACL, bloody hell. Sorry guys, do that. Now, let me reload and I'll come back in. Let me answer it. Oh, I've got to pay this fucking works now. I don't know what else will work otherwise. I purchased a 60-foot internet cable to attempt to combat my issues broadcasting from 95. Put a coin in the meters. Cheeky bastard. What did you change? Oh, well, I used to have Sky a couple of years back. Been a couple of years since we changed it though. When we first moved here, we had Sky. Then I guess I got fibre. It needs fibre, but it's a pain constantly every fucking day, every other day. Calling that Sky because of internet drop. Wouldn't work. And it affected this channel as well when I was going live. It affected the channel was at the start of all this. I'll be doing podcasts with myself, James, or another guest. Now I'll constantly getting dropped. The connection will be crap. Like it is now. That's what I mean. Sky. BT could offer us fibre straight away, which is what we needed. And since we've had fibre, never had an issue in the streams and all that. Another bits and pieces to do anything else. It doesn't drop out randomly when it wants to, this, that, and the other. And then got a whole new PC set up for courtesy of my brother's birthday. Got it all like a couple of weeks ago. Set it all up. And since then, 2 out of 3 streams have been like this. And I'm not liking it. So I know deep down I know it's not the Wi-Fi. It can't be the Wi-Fi, sure. It's fibre for fuck's sake. But we're going to have a look at it when we get a chance between now and start the season. We'll have a look at it quickly and rectify the issue basically, so we don't have that issue start the season. Woo-hoo. But no thing is, I'm gonna have the same issue come fucking 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, basically. Can I go close? Apparently, okay, about to see it now. About to see it. Born in. Kate McKay for the fuck off. Oh, God. Oh, dear. How did I miss that? Right, come on now. Oh, God, give me strength. Oh, no idea. Going on. Hopefully, it sorts itself out. What's the worst time for fucking BT to do their fucking working on it? Oh, where do our system checks now? Halfway through the day. When everyone's awake, not when they're asleep. Oh no, don't be silly. Oh dear, anyway. What is unusual about this match for both teams? We'll reveal the answer at half time. I don't know actually. First time they played each other in a competitive match, possibly. Other than that, ever. I mean, just got to hope, yeah, what the BT are doing because the BT thing. Actually, look at it now. I've gone over to my phone and phone's having the same issues basically. So it's a BT fucking thing. Trust them to have their service checks during the day. Whilst I'm live as well, when I'm off air and I think, oh, when I'm live, oh, no, yeah, now we do our checks. I've literally just checked as well. When I'm going quiet, all you can hear is fucking my clock in the background. I apologise for that as well. Don't say much for the channel, Jesus Christ. Oh, dear. It's really pissing me off, though. It's really pissed me off. 2 out of 3 streams now since this new setup. And the Wi Fi doing a BS on me, basically. And the more this continues, the more I'm going to get angst over it. Oh, dear. Give up. I actually do give up. So, let's see what happens. In the meantime, foul. You know. Yeah. Don't want to move, but I have to move the phone to have a look. I can just imagine to jump on top of someone like that, Jesus. And they go, no, I didn't touch him. It's not a foul ref. What are you on about? Well, let's have a look. Have a look now. Let's have a look, have a look. Let's have a look. Ball in. Oh, could be a shout of handball maybe, don't know. Not blowing to peeling, you know. Peeling, sorry. So that's what the BT are doing, because the BT thing, actually looking at it, I was going over to the phone. Yay! We have a clear picture. Woohoo! We have a clear picture on the screen. Fuck me. Please stay like this from now on. Big up, Mark. You joined at the perfect time. You've what, 40 odd minutes into this stream. For the majority of it, up to the last few minutes, the Wi-Fi has been playing up, doing it. The BT have been doing their service bullshit, and it's been affecting the stream in terms of picture image. And now you've come in at the perfect time where we've got a clear image. Woohoo! But I'm good, my friend. How are you? I'm enjoying this game so far. Obviously, for obvious reasons, I'm enjoying this game more for more ways than one. Not just because Caitlin Cave scored, but obviously Ireland are winning as well. People go, you don't say Irish and all that. Well, it's called genetics and family and all that love. So, and in this case, it's my nan's Irish. I'm Irish, and actually this Irish as well. So I can actually back this Irish team without being criticised. Irish on my mum's side. Scottish on my mum's dad's side, and yeah, the rest we all know. I've mentioned it before, but yeah. So when it comes to like these sort of games, when I was not playing England, watch these games was like, okay, come on Ireland, come on Scotland, whatever. Because I have an immediate bloodline, quite literally, to the countries respectively. And in this instance, because obviously with the politics of Ireland and all that, and this and the other, Northern Ireland and all that. In this actual instance, I can comfortably back the Republic of Ireland, basically, because obviously the Irish roots of my family are from that side of Ireland, basically. Again, like I said, whenever I end up, even in rugby, Six Nations or the World Cup, whenever Ireland play or Scotland or other home nations play, so to say, be it the Welsh, as long as they're not playing England, well, Welsh is an, even though I've got Welsh bloodline from, yeah, it's going to go that one, but even though I do have Welsh bloodline, that's the exception. I don't really like to see Welsh do well for reasons I'm not going to get into here, but yeah, I don't know, something in me just, I am stubborn as the Welsh are. I'm as stubborn as the Welsh are. I've got that in me. Don't get me wrong, but no, I just can't stand it. I just can't. No, something in me just says no. Can't really enjoy them doing well, basically. But I'm in Scotland, England, and obviously born in England, and I'm obviously English and all that. First and foremost, obviously, you know, always been in the country, like England and all that. Scotland and Ireland, and if they do well, but ecstatic for them. Something about Wales, it's like I can't. I just can't. Oh dear, it is what it is. It's so much easier. The thing is, in terms of sporting side of things, it's so much easier supporting Ireland in rugby because it's just Ireland. In rugby, it's Ireland. There's none of this Republic of Ireland or Northern Ireland, that division thing in the sport itself. It's always one basically when it comes to rugby, as we mentioned the other night when Tom was on here. So it's so much easier to support Ireland on that side of things because there's no the political side of things isn't played into that sport basically in terms of that team basically. Go on, we'll have a chance there for Ireland to make it 2-0. Good save in the end, but again, it was a good save, but the keeper sort of held on to it. It wasn't the hardest shot Ireland made out like it was. Nightmare for you, I'm good. What a goal! It was a fantastic goal. Corner as well. Literally, I'm about 30 seconds or so behind from Emerson, and Emerson put Ireland scored. It's like, hey, and as he was typing how the goal came about, I've seen it take place. So before he typed it, pressed entered it into the chat. I've seen it happen. I'm like, hang on, did you just score from direct from a corner? Only Kane McCabe could do that, to be honest, in an Ireland shirt. Fucking hell. But yeah, I wanted to make a point today. Obviously, deciding to actually cover both, not just England games, but as long as Ireland games as well. And if both go out early or whatever, obviously I'll keep covering the tournament. It'll just be literally whatever games you guys want to see me cover, basically, all the way up to the final. But we'll play round by round from that instance then. But I put themselves in good stead so far. But again, as I said at the start of the stream, made a good account themselves in the opening game against Australia, and now doing the same and doing even better actually against the Olympic champions in Canada. This was meant to be, with all due respect to Canada and all that in Australia, this was meant to be a fucking foregone conclusion after 2 games basically. Ireland making a fight of it. I know they didn't get anything in the first game, but they're just here to make up the numbers basically. Oh dear. Yeah. Need to have a shave for doing it. Need to have a shave ASAP. I'll get off this tonight. Well, today, sorry. Well, before I come back tomorrow morning. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got to go live. Jesus Christ. Shoulder, iron's calm. You know what? Whilst waiting for the same video to kick on and come back to life a bit more for half time, let's put a poll in the chat. Shut up. Poll. There we go. Start a poll. There we go. Poll in the chat for you guys. Whilst you wait for the 5 minutes added on time, whilst we wait for the Wi-Fi to sort itself back out again, so you get a nice clear image of me again. Otherwise, what the hell is this piece all about? Oh. It's another corner for Ireland, I think. Yeah, looks like it, yeah. Isn't it number 3 for Canada, the Chelsea defender that they bought last year to get him over the line in Champions League? Because that worked out, didn't it? Come on, Key. Try and have a sneaky one. Come on. Lob the goalie again. Go on. Lob the goalie. Lob the goalie. It's chucking it down. Is it ever fun? I've never known it to rain so much in Australia like it has done since this World Cup started. Ball in. Oh. There might be a check here. There could be a check. Obviously, again, said defender for Chelsea. It's claiming to hit in the stomach because he's winded and all that. But there might be a call for a penalty as well here if she's lying and trying to deceive the ref here. You don't need to see a replay here. Let's have a look. Oh. Whether it's terrible, yes. Just to tell us what I'm saying. I've never seen it rain so much in Australia like I have done in this World Cup so far. About a week, isn't it? A World Cup. Yeah, in this last week, I've not seen as much rain in Australia until now. I'm saying there could be a genuine call. VAR might have to look at that. She's claiming to be winded, the Canadian defender there, but she's gone like that. Her arms are like that to her chest, and the ball lands, it hits in and around either her arm, or it does actually wind her in the chest. But they need to have a look at that to make double sure that that's the case. That she has actually been genuinely winded. She's not trying to pull a fast one to get out of giving away a penalty. It is lashing down. I didn't realise that. I just take the corner. I was like, hang on, people in the crowd are wearing the little plasticky rain mac things that's given out at these events. And yeah, even the media life, you see the wind as well. Oh my days! No check for VAR. So corner it is. All in. Unlucky. I don't know what's happened there, but okay. Oh, don't say that, Emerson. Minutes away. That's a seconds away from surviving the first half. Schweinsteiger. Just seen the build up. Just watching the build up now. Once there. Oggy as well. Oh, so they can't even be kept offside then. It's like seconds away, Ireland. What are you doing? The first time that Canada played a bit of decent football, man, you've gifted them a goal, basically. Oh, for fuck's sake, love. The fucking Katie's exited there as well. Let's see who did that. I swear that's Little John. I'm not going to be impressed with her. So I see her turn around now. Like half Canadian twat. Look at me. It's a pain in the arse. I believe it could have Little John. I need to actually have I need the confirmation though. What is if it is her? What is she doing? Throwing herself in like that? Connolly has got the own goal officially. But okay, what's she doing then? Either way, what is she doing? Throwing her body in, in them conditions, throwing herself in the penalty box across the floor like that, with the ball getting crossed in like that, in them conditions especially. What's she expecting to happen? I'm sorry. Katie and the manager did have a word of her at half time. There was no need for that. If you're going to throw yourself across the floor like that, you might as well just throw yourself across the floor, but studs up and make sure you get that contact to kick it out for a corner. Sake. Put a bit of a buzz out of the game there. And we are a minute and a half over the injury time, by the way. Is the ref is playing on? We're going to play the entire match in one sitting, are we? I've just seen the ref check her watch, and she's continuing to play. On the attacking, coming on, redeem yourself for half time, potentially. Getting the throw in if you're allowed to take it, possibly not. No, we're playing on. This ref is like lost track of time. She's completely lost her mind here, the ref. We're now in the seventh minute, 7.5 minutes in basically of injury time out of 5. Fucking defend, love. Come on. Number 15 to add in there. 8 minutes now into injury time out of 5. 8 out of 5. Can someone justify that, please? Help me out there, because I don't understand why we're getting so much extra time added on here. Oh, for fuck's sake, come out and claim it. If I come out like that, goalie, at least claim it, for fuck's sake. Don't just punch the air. Yep. Oh, fucking hell. This is painful. Very painful. And the full time, half time was gone. That players again now, literally down the tunnel. Got to the dressing rooms, and I think that's a Katie and a few others are going to. The Coonan manager is going to be giving that Connolly a right bollocking, basically. So what? Again, it's all well and good if it's in them conditions, throwing your body in the line and all that, but you're throwing your body across the floor for no reason in wet, windy conditions. Only disaster is going to happen, and disaster did happen. And then Canada against the run of play, if you're being honest here, are back in the game. Apart from that ball being in that ball going in the net there, what have they actually done to test the Irish defence and goalkeeper? So yeah, I'm disappointed in one sense that the equaliser came the way it did and all that, but yeah. Apart from that, Ireland enjoyed that first time. Ireland had been the better team and created more and looked more at it and up for it, and they've shown the fight that you'd want them to show. And obviously, Kate McCabe with that early goal really put the Pigeons once do, basically. Half time 1-1. Answer to my question is there are 3 players on the same surname, 2 for Ireland, 1 for Canada. Oh, okay. I thought it could be something simple like bloody. This is the first time ever. This is their first ever competitive match in their respective histories of a national women's team football. Basically, I thought it would be something simple like that, not that. But fair enough. That's cool. But whilst that's doing that, I'm going to turn it off for a second. I'm going to turn it off, see if this sorts itself out this side, whilst that does that. Because it's just bloody otherwise. Right, let's try and get this fucking volume. Don't care, fuck off. Fuck off. Really cannot be asked. I can't be bothered. Do. Back. Oh, was it? Right. What's that? Give it that later. No, so I was just reading on one Twitter site. Straight away, as soon as I open up the app, Lottie put a tweet out 53 minutes ago as it happened. Katie McCabe, screaming Katie McCabe. What's the goal? First ever World Cup goal. It has to be Katie McCabe. Pure technique and audacity. Then straight after that, 38 minutes ago, Arsenal women tweeted out, what kind of goal does Katie McCabe score again? Bangers. Only bangers. And then we tweet that quickly because poor fucking wave go. FIFA go, no, you can't try that. Oh, this. I'll see my bloody celebrations on this. I'll come back to it in a second. Emerson wants it, but under 18. Straight fuck's sake. I hate you, BT. I hate you. Because that could be a moment I could have clipped. That's a moment I could have clipped up with. BT weren't fucking about. The servers there end. I could have been clipping it up now and promoting that on my social media, but no, can't do that because it's shit quality. Thanks a lot, BT. Really appreciate that one. Under 18s are in action tonight. Oh, wait, there, Mallorca. In Spain, still waiting for confirmation on the 80 player. I suspect an ACL. Yeah, when they go quiet for this long as usually is, as we found out last season, there were some Arsenal players tend to be the case. Sadly. Take it back on for a sec. Because clearly there were no effects. Can't even say, oh, you use multiple devices. Fuck up. Yeah, fuck you. It is a hole in the head. Oh dear. Seriously, has Luca got to cover pretty much every game on ITV? Is it in a contract or something that she must do, or otherwise we're all racist to block hiring her, basically? You know what? I'm actually thankful my volume's not working on my second monitor screen, so I don't have to listen to her. She's got a load of crap, basically. It would be a load of crap. What's just casual, just in a casual way, basically. The one thing that's the one thing that's disappointing me in this World Cup is that both BBC and ITV haven't gone out to Australia and New Zealand respectively to cover this. They've both just set up studios up in Manchester basically and just using a green screen. BBC's green screen is worse because you can actually see it. It's so in terms of it's obvious because obviously the pundits and all that, the outlines is so fuzzy around their bodies and their head and their bodies in general. Every time they move, there's a flicker. It's like, come on, what are we paying fucking license fee for? Especially the BBC. What are we paying the license fee for? If you're just going to give us that, basically. You know, not just not bother to go to the actual country where the World Cup's been hosted, like you would do for the men, i.e., Qatar. Sorry against it, but you weren't there. But to then give us basically do match of the day setup and just go green screen FC, they'll be happy with that. Aluko, sorry, Emerson, it just seems every time I put a game on, she's there. It's just like, for fuck's sake. Does he think that high of herself? She just does my head in. I genuinely can't stand her. As a pundit, using that term loosely, I really can't stand her. Aluko is covering now and again. I prefer Emma Budgie Byrne. Yep, RX goalkeeper. The goalkeeper that won the quad, if I'm correct as well. Back in 06, 07, part of that squad. See, speaks sense. Yeah, exactly. Most of the thing the pundits do is just, I don't know why, but Aluko seems to be one of. There's a couple. Don't get me wrong, but she seems to be one of the couple that are crap. Basically, let's be brutally honest here. Crap as a pundit. Decent player. Don't get me wrong. Back in her day when she was a player in the WSL, let's not get it twisted. Look who she played for and all that. We can't not dispute that. But my God, does she talk a load of crap nowadays since she's retired in terms of her punditry style and all that and her takes on football. Oh, I keep going back to it the other week about the fucking Declan Rice thing. Oh, well, see, I was right. And everyone that disagrees with me, you're all racist. The race card has pissed me off. That pissed me off. That and the sexist card she pulled on anyone that disagreed with her in that moment. It just pissed me off. There was no need for it. What was it? She took part in the trying to think now, what was it called? Soccer Aid this year, a couple of weeks back when it was up in Manchester. Again, it's like you could tell it was just trying to get all about her, but she was because of who was on the pitch. You got to remember who was on the pitch. Because as a player back in the day, back in the playing days, she was a decent player. That's not getting twisted. But when she's come on for a chat again, I know it's a chatting match and all of it, you could tell that she was taking it too serious and thinking it all about herself and not the team and all that. It's like, seriously. The chatting match, I was like, seriously. There's people just, so one again, I just get that vibe from her. I guess she's not the only moment going on. She threw herself under the bus, and we obviously we know that obviously when it comes to her role as a director of football after she retired, she obviously got sacked. Never came out why. She was on a fucking national radio channel, in this case TalkSport, to go in terms of justifying her opinions on the Declan Rice situation at the time between Arsenal and Man City. Oh, well, I've done it. On my boss, and what? And I was just sitting there like, if that had been anyone else that come out and said that, basically admitted to committing fraud against their own boss, even if they'd been sacked prior to that, making it public or not, it would have kicked off a lot more than that. There would have been investigations into this. But because it's a Luco, oh no, we can't do that because you're pulled the race card. I'm not just saying it now because she's done it recently. It does straight away to the race, a sexist card in one hit. Boom, you're sexist and you're racist. Get on with it. It pisses me off. Since they second half's underway, yeah. Looks teams are back out on my screen as well. Oh, Quinn's coming on for Larkin for Ireland. Oh, sorry, Larkin's coming on for Quinn side. My apologies. I'm going to get the second half underway as well. Come on, Ireland. Come on, Ireland. Come on. Nick, come on, let's get the win again. Get your lead back. Come on. Get an early goal in the second half and then just defend for your fucking lives, basically. You want to sit back and defend 2-1 lead? I'll let you. For the greater good. Come on, come on. And hopefully in the meantime, BT Fiber will sort itself out, basically. Let's go, Ireland. Let's go. Fucking boiling up here. I've got windows open. It's fucking boiling. Oh, that's not a good start. 5. To wake up. God's sake. Okay, the throw in here. Gonna go for a long one. Looks like, yeah, into the box. Get rid of it. Oh, just move on. Second half, I think. The worst thing they could have done is give Canada that goal for half time. One sec, guys. One sec. I need to adjust this fucking Wi-Fi thing. There we go. See if that works. It's really irking me seeing that fucking signal bar in the fucking far corner next to a timer. No, you guys can't see, but it's just doing my head in. And because me see that, no, I now know that this stream's not good quality for you guys. It's really pissing me off because it's not helping my channel out. It's holding me back. But it's just, I don't know, it just does my head in sometimes. It's like, I thought after the second stream we did, I thought we were out in the woods and all that, especially with me, Gary and Tom and all that on that for that one. And for the majority of it, apart from the first couple of minutes, I'm looking back at it, the majority of that stream was no issues. No issues whatsoever. The picture quality was decent, sound was decent, no dropping out, none of this lagging, anything like that. So I thought after the first, okay, you know what, we're out in the woods now. So setting all this up, no problem backstage beforehand, gone live, and all I've had is fucking issues FC. Then we thought at one point we were out in the woods, it disappeared, and the picture quality got back to what it should be, and now it's gone back to being a pain in the arse. And the worst thing to happen is, as soon as I get off this stream, I'm going to bump into people, and then they'll go back to check this out and all that, and they're going to go, picture quality was crap. Well, fucking help me out, sort it out. Instead of fucking digging me out, fucking help sort it. Oh no, you won't. Just think about it and leave to it basically, and hope for the best. So that'd be the worst thing. If anyone's watched this, seen the issue, do not come to me face to face and say, well, the picture's still shit. This was shit, that was shit. What do you want to do? Barring goes saved by Canada goalkeeper. Do you mean I go close? Or do you mean that good second iron goalkeeper? Bit of a, you confused me now. Who went close? I'm about to find out now anyway, but still. Ireland goalkeeper, meant the Ireland goalkeeper. That's like, what the? I think, hang on, maybe the Ireland got the counter attack in, done something decent here, but no. I'm concerned they're Ireland come back in the second half already. A few minutes in, and it's literally like every player beyond the ball, basically. It's complete contrast to the first half, sorry. The second half is literally is our common copy of the first match against Australia. As I was saying, though, the worst thing to do is literally come to me going, oh, by the way, knowing that I know, taking side digs isn't going to then help the situation, because barring me literally live on air, calling up BT myself and basically bollocking them over the phone live on air for all to see, for the shit. It's them. It's definitely them, because the phone is literally having the same issue with the connections. Other than that, what am I to do whilst I'm live? It can't happen when I'm live, by the way. Only when I'm live it happens. With a far superior setup to a fucking laptop. So they can't fucking, oh, everyone's doing it. No, everyone, actually, no, that's not the case at all. I've got fucking one screen on, one tab, that's it. With football on another screen. No one else is using nothing else. So what's your excuse? Can I do a fucking speed test? And a speed test will show complete contrast to what I'm seeing on the fucking. I think I'll do a point. Actually, I'll do a point. This the one? Yeah, this is the one. Wait for it to load up properly. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. I'm now doing a current speed test to download MPS. Download is not good. So I'm doing all this, so if I do call them later on, I'm telling them exactly the numbers I've had during the live stream. And try and justify it to me, because it's based on their own service, basically, this speed test. And even the upload speed's shit as well. It's appalling, but I'll go offline and go, but can you justify how the fuck your service is fibre, by the way? Simple. What fibre? Either way, it's fibre. Best of the best, apparently. How when I'm live, my download and upload speed on the speed test can drop so dramatically compared to when I'm not actually doing a live stream. And all I have is one tab open. I'm doing it as well. And I'm using nothing else. Going off the download speed or the upload speed. So you want, oh, for fuck's sake. This is, you know what? Based on what's in this first half, though, this first half, sorry, the second half, it's been kind of deserve it because Islanders have dropped. Like the tactic from the manager is basically to defend what you've got, basically. Defend the lead and defend what we've got at the point and try and get out and take it to the final game with a point. Compared to what we were doing in the first half, Ireland was so progressive and actually stunting Canada and doing what they were doing, what they wanted to do. For the majority of that game, they're a superior team. Fucking number 4 playing the Canadian striker on side, by the way, because ball watching. Sake. Yeah, when they dropped people that had them and started stepping off. And now Valentine is playing that. Yay. Just my fucking style now. Fantastic. Brilliant. Disconnected itself completely. No signal, da. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ireland, wake up. It's literally like the manager and all that. The manager, especially, has come out and took him in at half time and said, "You know what? It's 1-1. Instead of going out all out trying to get a winner, let's sit back and try and defend what we have and put every player behind the ball basically and hope for the best. Don't even trying to attack bases. Just soak it up." And Canada are thriving off that now. Sorry, what question was that, Emerson? Which question was this? Oh, what the players were. I don't know who the players are. No, sorry. Too aggravated with this fucking Wi-Fi, the BT side of things. Didn't even concentrate. Bloody hell. Oh, stop here for an end. 13's going off. Who's number 13? O'Gorman's gone off. Shiva has come on. Right. Of course. Doesn't hold. Really doesn't hold. So latency is 18. Download speed is piss poor. Fucking upload is appalling. Really getting pissed off today. Not in the mood for all this bullshit. Go again. Appalling, even worse. Latency now drops to 7. Oh my days. I can't be asked. I really can't. All the way from Canada. Try this again. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Three players by the name of Quinn and the case, like the case is on as well. Oh, okay. Fair enough. It's aggravating otherwise. Yeah, BT need to fucking figure out decent actual time frames of actually they tell their customers that, oh, by the way, this is a sort of between this and that time, we're going to do our bloody service checkers and all that, our random service checkers, but this is a time frame. And the day itself we do it, we'll give you 24 hours notice or something like that. So you've got a heads up. So if you need to use the internet, you can use it before or after. and not be stressing during that time frame, basically. Then I won't be needing to do a stream whilst you're doing your testing servers, you're serving your testers, whatever, testing server, sorry. And getting stressed out about it because it comes across poor quality, which then means new people come along, see the shit quality, think it's constantly always shit, don't subscribe to the channel, and don't recommend the channel. I.e. then, I do not fucking grow. See how more aggravated I'm getting as I speak about this, actually, so... Oh, dear. What was that? Are you taking the piss? Fucking wake up! Fucking throwing to Ireland, the number 20 goes, makes it obvious what she's running to. The Canadian player's clocked on. She doesn't throw it, by the way, the Irish player, and then throws it to the Canadian player because the Canadian player is intercepted where it's going. You couldn't make it up, seriously. And what makes it worse, I feel like someone's got the fucking eating and I'm going to fucking smack them if they have. The window's open, so there's no need for me to be hot like this. And the only reason I'm ever hot like this if someone's put the heat in because the radiator's right there. I feel like someone's put the fucking heat on me because that will really argue because there's no need to do it. Fucking summer, for fuck's sake. We did say the 2-1 to either team, didn't I? Obviously, I hope I wanted to do it 2-1, but it is what it is. In my score prediction for the game. Oh, dear God. Here we go, number 9's coming on, 18. Getting no names so far, so Little John, Fardy, and Goose are going off. Barrett, Ag, and Atkinson are coming on for Ireland. Oh dear. Getting pissed off, Yeah, still an issue on the phone as well. So yeah, it's definitely BT. There's BT being pricks. 2 out of 3 streams I've done there this week since this new setup. And they happen to be doing fucking service checks or whatever. 2 in the fucking morning, whatever it was, first time around. Second stream we did. Nothing little niggle at the start. Consistent. Rest of it I watched back. No problem whatsoever. Now today, because this game started at 1 o'clock, so what, 10 to went live, wasn't it? 10 to 1 in the afternoon. They decided to do it again today. And it's really pissed me off because the entire, apart from 5 minute spell where the picture's been clear for you guys, it's been shit. And it's so shit, only one person's watching. Other people are coming in, seeing the shit quality of the fucking image and fucking off. There's really no point in me fucking keeping this stream up, by the way, afterwards. Might as well just fucking delete the thing like it never happened. I'm getting that angst about it now. and saw me fucking going on a massive rant on the phone on air to BT itself. There's nothing else I can do. And they're like, what do you want us to do? Well, fucking don't constantly do fucking random service checks every fucking day. And if you are, let us fucking know. Fucking fibre, you're doing fucking service checks, whatever you fucking call it. Because literally, and I go on YouTube now, I'll show there's no point in me keeping this up online after the stream, basically. No point whatsoever. Not really, no. No. It's a fucking joke. I need to wake up and quick. No, I'll be back in a second. I'll close this down and come back in, so bear with me a sec. Right, see how long? Okay. Not in 2 seconds. Not even 2 fucking seconds. I give up. And the worst thing is, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I guarantee I have the same issues because they're doing more service checks. How many fucking service checks you want to fucking do in 24 hours? I'm so aggravated. The case goes close. What the bloody hell was happening to Ireland? Well, we conceded a stupid own goal before half time. And it's gone in half time, come out second half, and they've basically basically from the get go, parked the bus, trying to defend a 1-1, get a point out of this. There's no need to do it. And Canada scored. And now Canada have everything in their hand, basically. And Ireland have occasionally got forward, but it's now predominantly all Canada, basically, because the tactic ain't changing from the Ireland manager back to what it was in the first half. There's no need to revert to a negative tactic like this. Ireland are where they're allowed to score in open play. I don't honestly, Tom. I have no idea. I'll be honest. I hope they do, but I think it's more down to the manager again, literally switching the tactics, unnecessarily so, switching them tactics. So that's a negative outlook. Oh, we're 1-1, half time. Let's defend what we've got, yeah, girls. Let's defend what we've got. I mean, first off, you could go to Olympic champions, but now it's to defend what we got now. You won't try to be expected. So I'll get this bullshit later on the mental screen again. Connection. So is it BTP? No, shit. Laptop set up, that's that. The microphone, not an issue. Not a single issue. Servers on, drop it in a couple minutes later. But this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. You could have a BS possible in about a week. So 3 things, and it so happens that this is happening. The first stream was second stream was better, far better. I'd say it's not better. First going, well, that went good, was it? Quality. What do you want to do? Again, what do you want me to do? So I've been calling up BT, giving my bond. And what's that going to accomplish in the grand scheme of things in the moment itself? What do people want me to do? Tom, yeah, by the way, Tom's just putting a link up to his new Leeds channel. Someone's got to devote their time to Leeds United, I suppose. So not only has got a wrestling channel now, he's now got a Leeds channel. Links in the chat there. Go and check it out. Go and subscribe to it. And yeah, if people have nothing to do at 9 p.m. on Sunday, and occasionally in midweek they could do a lot. They could do worse than watching me. Sorry, watching We All Love Leeds, a new show devised with the evil mind of Mr. Tom. And considering it's championship season for you guys, that could be a very interesting outlay, how that plays out. So do the conga. Tom, are you doing a watch along for the Community Shield on the 6th? We'll be going live when Fairpo leaves. I won't really. In terms of Community Shield, actually, I'm going to game myself as I mentioned before. So I do need to find a host for that game and the Forest game on the 12th, actually. So I need to actually sort out the next day or two. See who's available and able to. Fair enough, Tom. Yeah, I've got to fight with this. So say find a host or pen away out for both watch for the Community Shield and the opening game of Arsenal season against Forest. other than that, I'll be here for ever watch along basically, because I won't be winning any more ballots this season. That's just that I've done yesterday. Fucking Man United. Wait, first Fulham. No, sorry, unsuccessful high demand. Well, Man United against Arsenal be Man United. No, sorry, come again. Let's see next time. So literally, that came for yesterday. I've come to the realisation yesterday that for the first time in a long time, I will not be at the North London Derby this season at the Emirates because of this ballot system. Seems fair. I'm sure you're not, Tom. I'm sure you're not enticed to that at all. Oh, yeah. It's like Ireland just literally just go. There's literally even though behind early on in this second half, they've had one or two opportunities to get equalised, but apart from that, McKay goes for 2-1 shot. Okay. So basically, apart from Kane, no one's really turned up for Ireland in this fucking tournament, basically. In the attacking sense. I think the ballot system was devised. Do they not know who you are? Nothing to do with the fact that it's just the fact that actually it's the reason why the system didn't work it started falling apart last year. Not so much the supply and demand, because obviously after the success of how Arsenal were doing, once that came McCabe, block, still that's a block. It's more so that I mentioned it at the time that clearly Arsenal don't know notice. I've mentioned it at the time though. But the red membership level was constantly open for the entire season. It used to be a case of if you want to be a new member, you'd have a time frame in the off season between the day after the last game of the season and the day before the start of the following season would be your time frame of when to become a new member or whatever, be it junior gunner or whatever. And in the last few years, and the shitty years that we've had in the last few, in terms of like the back end of Wenger's era, the back end, the last year or two there, from then all the way up till now, it's been basically the red membership is open season, like open all season, quite literally. Anyone can join at any time, basically. Which is a ball ache, especially with last season being how well we were doing. Suddenly, a lot of non-Arsenal fans and touts could quite easily, for 30 odd quid, join the red membership, put themselves in a chance of getting tickets, basically, and not only for the 30 odd, 40 odd quid of membership, but then going off buying bars, setting it all up, and going boom, suck all the tickets up, basically, and then set up for stupid amounts of money online. So the flaw in the system was Ticketmaster. The Ticketmaster system was outdated. They needed to move away from Ticketmaster and either do their own version of it, but in-house, not this ballot system, by the way, but in-house, first come, first served, and it'd be a way of having a system in place which is in-house, and they immediately anything not legit, it gets blocked, spots and all that would flag up. They can deal with it straight away themselves. Might cost a bit more in the long run, but also in that long run as well, you're weeding out all the wrong ones, basically, that are members for the wrong reasons, or just not Arsenal fans, basically. In the meantime, the genuine fans that are Arsenal fans that want to get tickets will be able to get tickets and go to more games. Especially now you've done this whole thing as well. When it comes to like the cup final side of things now, FA Cup finals, League Cup finals, or Champions League final, if we get to that. Basically, the only people that benefit from the new ticket system, the new system on the cup final side of things, are season ticket holders. They're the only ones now, especially with this ballot system now, because I'm now proof, along with others, that we can't guarantee 19. We're not guaranteed to be every game now. We can apply for more. We can apply Arsenal as Arsenal fans. We can apply for every single home game in the league wise. Just the league alone, that's 19 games we can apply for, yeah. And I get ticket for one. Get to a cup final and all that, at least one. We can't. There's no chance of us getting tickets whatsoever. The only ones, as I say, the only ones that are secured for FA Cup final tickets now, or League Cup final tickets, or Champions League final ticket, are season ticket holders. Outside of that, the system's flawed and that side of things. So again, we're being punished for that as well now. There's no another benefit has been taken away from us, basically. The chance to be at Wembley, to see our team play at Wembley, or wherever the Champions League, the European Cup final may be at. That's been taken away from us, to basically yanked away from us now. The only people will be season ticket holders, guaranteed, no matter what. And that's not on. It really isn't. I said from the off, as soon as I got rid of this ballot system from Gav, who runs SheWar.com on Twitter and all that, I knew the force, especially as I say, with the old FA, this new cup final system they've implemented this from this season onwards, that they've shown they're going to do with the community. They used it for the community shield as well initially. I knew what was coming. In fact, Emerson's in the chat says Emerson has put forward for all 3 home games so far, not been successful in one. Tom saying, imagine trying to get a ticket for Leeds at 66%, at 66% plus of the size of the Emirates. There's the fact that you've got, as I say, you've got more chance. I don't know what your system is like. Your ticket system for Leeds is like, but it's got to be. It can't be a ballot system. Who came up with it and went, that's a good idea? Fucking ballot system. That's what you use for fucking Wimbledon, for fuck's sake. And Ascot. And them sort of sporting events, basically. Not for fucking football. Or rugby or anything like that. It's first come, it's always first come, first served. The only issue with the old system was that Ticketmaster couldn't keep up. Not only was the membership thing, in terms of the red membership being an open season thing, that a flaw in itself, but the Ticketmaster system itself couldn't keep up, and couldn't with the tech flag up any non-genuine supporters or customers trying to buy tickets. They couldn't weasel out bots, basically. And someone in their infinite wisdom at Arsenal decided ballot would be the best way. All the complaining they were getting on social media and in AST meetings that I was sitting watching and all that. In their infinite wisdom, they decided a ballot system was the best way to go. And it's not. It was not the best way to go. A ballot system is not the fairest way either. For anyone, a new Arsenal fan, old Arsenal fan, or a fan that's been someone that's been a fan for the last few years or whatever, just getting into football, whatever. It's not fair on any. It's not the fair system for anyone. But we've got at least a season. We've got at least this season of this ballot system. And no matter how successful it may be, in our opinion, it might come across as it might, again, in the grand scheme of things, it will come across to us like it's been a massive failure, basically. But trust me when I say this, whoever put this idea forward, if they are still working at the club this time next year, the club will try and justify keeping this ballot system going onwards. Oh, it's a major success. Da, 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 da. No. And the thing is, everyone knew, again, fans like myself that have been a fan for over 30 odd years, the new fans coming through, the older fans older than me, we'll all know the truth. It hasn't been a success. You're just doing it for the sake of it. Whoever came up with this, okay, I'll repeat it now, and I will say this time and time again. I will say this come May, no matter what, in terms of how many games I get to go to this season. Whoever came up with this ballot system needs to be sacked. Simple. Whoever approved of the ballot system, once it was put forward, needs to be sacked. Simple as. And Arsenal and the club itself need to use this season now to figure a better system, a better, fairer system for all. So when it comes to cup finals and like FA Cup finals, League Cup finals, or Champions League finals, if we get back to the Champions League final, maybe it's not just season ticket holders. It won't be just a season ticket holder benefit. Basically, multiple people can benefit. You wouldn't have to be just a season ticket holder to benefit from it. Basically, to have a chance to get to see your team in the final in the flesh. And so that's what Arsenal need to do now. Use this season as a learning curve. Realise you fucked up. A mistake that's been made here. Sack the person that made the idea. Sack the people that said the idea would be a great idea and go ahead of it and all that. Bring in new people, and in the meantime, figure out a new ticketing system that's fair, that also gets rid of these fucking touts. Without using Ticketmaster, by the way. Get rid of Ticketmaster completely, and we go again. Personally, a first come first served ticketing system like we had before is a fair system if you have the right services in place. The right tech in terms of, first off, you're figuring out you're weeding out any bots and touts and all that, and getting onto them straight away. And a system that's big enough and strong enough to withstand the demand, basically. So there's not the issues that we had under Ticketmaster with the old system in terms of the first come first served. As I say, it's just in my opinion, a first come first served ticketing system basis is the fairest system going. It's just what you're using to implement it will determine if it works or not. And Ticketmaster, clearly outdated, doesn't have the tech to keep up, or the capabilities to keep up. They need to be pushed off, and we need to go back to a first come first served basis. And until that is then put in place and sorted and fixed, and we get rid of this ballot system, the cup final system, so in terms of 19 home games, 15, and this, that, and the other, that should be put on hold until you've dealt with this, because otherwise the only people benefiting are season ticket holders, and that's going to piss off your memberships, Because again, what are we paying for? And again, the PR of Arsenal fans, the main benefit nowadays is the Arsenal fans are signing up for is the online content. No, it's not. Your big thing has always been become a member to gain exclusive access to match tickets, home match tickets. Every home game, you have access to purchasing a ticket for yourself to go to the Emirates. Not putting yourself in a banner and all that, to purchase. But now you put this ballot system, you're changing the narrative to suit your agenda. And that pisses me off as well. And that's pissing off a lot of people. And Arsenal need to realise they've fucked up here. The Conkies need to realise this is a fuck up. And as I say, after this season, revert back to first come, first served, but without Ticketmaster. Find and use this next 10 months basically to figure out who to go with. If not to do it in house, to do it elsewhere, away from Ticketmaster, because Ticketmaster clearly can't keep up with the demand. And while that's the case, we shouldn't be working with them. So yeah, we're 2.5 minutes into the 5 minutes injury time as a player down with technical injury, whatever. Canada have been the better team in the second half. Ireland have done nothing, let's be honest. There was a few chances here and there, once a blue moon sort of thing, but nothing to write home about. And that's the manager. I don't know why the manager. It's got to be a manager thing, because the whole team just sat back and went, okay, whatever. I don't know why the manager decided to do the we'll take a 1-1 draw and not go for the win, knowing in the first half how good the team were against Canada the majority of that first half. Not successful in feedback so far. And did you read the article? I know I spent an army crying about their ticket. Yeah, I've seen that as well. Again, shout out to Gavin from She War. He was doing the recording on with the podcast he's on Twitter. And as they're doing all that, it literally came out and all that. So he made people aware and read that out and all that. So yeah, am I surprised? Not really. I think a major thing with the Esper and Army side of things is because of the articles that are in the paper the last half of the season, last year, the last half of last season, about certain members of the that used to be in the Esper and Army, even though they've been weeded out at that time, and the stories come along later on, like years later. Shocker for the media. It's sort of who's in charge of all that side of things has made their job easier to go, well, actually, we're gonna slowly but surely just wean you out, basically. Put you basically, so you're not guaranteed ticket, you've got to go in the ballot system as well. That and the fact of the drum, the constant drum, fuck me. I mean, I've got nothing against having a drum at the stadium and all that. Fair enough. For certain chants, you can justify having a drum being banged, basically. When it's literally banged on and on and on and on for the entire, not just the entire match, all the game, half time, and then afterwards, for no reason, other than certain chants that you can justify using it for. But yeah, I think that's sort of got people's nerves as well. So but am I surprised when you're seeing who Arsenal are hiring in that side of things? Am I surprised? No. But it just means we'll be going back to where we were in terms of our atmosphere, so we say, before it got better. We're saying a good thing. Red Action and Arsenal Supporters Trust. Yeah, I'm a member of the Arsenal Supporters Trust as well. That's what I'm saying. I've sat in a meeting back in the last season, and Arsenal put forward these two fucking nobodies. yes men, if you will. And just towing the narrative, and I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting, and I know the people who hosted this probably see me on their cameras there, but just sitting there. I'm just sitting and I'm stewing because it's just the PR narrative of, well, suck it up, buttercup, basically. We've got no plans to sort of. This is before they announced the ballot system, by the way. We have no plans whatsoever. We don't know what we're going to do to fix this situation. Within 48 hours of that meeting, news about the ballot system broke. So, again, another thing that pissed me off afterwards was that the blatant lying by the club. Because they knew if they'd announced it in that meeting, it would have kicked off. It would have come out and it would have kicked off a lot earlier. 4-time candidate to Ireland 1. Oh, fuck's sake. So what is that? Does that mean Canada are through now? Because obviously Ireland have lost both games now, so they now need Australia to lose tomorrow for them to have a chance of pulling off a miracle in the last game of the group. Of course. For me, yeah. Also a reminder that Arsenal 11, this is Arsenal 11, we mean like the youth team basically. We'll be playing Bournemouth this Saturday, kick-off 3 p.m. and also their first choice shirt releases next Tuesday and on the 3rd, revealing Arsenal's new statue, yeah. So yeah, Nigeria, oh bloody no. So we need a draw tomorrow between Nigeria and Australia. Needs to be a draw for Ireland to have a chance of putting off a miracle somewhat. So yeah, it needs to be a draw tomorrow between Australia and Nigeria, and then Ireland need to beat Nigeria with whatever goal difference and all that as well. Otherwise, they are completely out. It's out of their hands, though. It's completely out of their hands. They could be out this time tomorrow. They could be out of the World Cup officially if Australia win. I'm sorry, all but McKay. How can you go from the tactic of what you had in the first half, do brilliantly at it, and then decide at 1-1? How can any manager worth their salt, decide to go, let's park the bus basically and try and protect a 1-1 draw? And even then, when the girls went behind early on in that second half, refused to change back to the tactic of what worked in the first half, and just keep them sitting back. So I'm sorry, and especially with all the news going about this manager as well, amongst other people. I think questions need to be asked via the ISFA if this manager is the right person to go forward to progress with this team, or do they need to go and get someone even better that hasn't got that controversy hanging around their neck either? But yeah, with that, I'm going to tap out. Apologise for the quality of the picture, guys. I do apologise for that. I think I can do as I say. I'm going to go away now. Spend next few hours resting and all that. Something to eat. Have a phone call with BTs. I hope that when I come back in a few hours, when I come back at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, there isn't any issue. Touch wood. That we are fine to go, and we go and take on Barcelona and beat them in our final game of the US Tour before coming back for the Monaco game next week. So yeah, off, chill, going to eat, sleep for a few hours, up at 2, go live at 3. I'll be live, as I say, I'm live at 3 a.m. UK time, half hour before the kickoff of Arsenal versus Barcelona. And hopefully, as I say, BT will have got the head out of their arses once I have a word with them as well. And we won't have the picture quality situation we had today in this stream. So again, apologies for that. But aside from that, again, thanks everyone in the chat that's popped along, and again, especially being at midweek, early afternoon live stream / kick-off. Appreciate the people who came in and all that and gave me some of their time. Aside from that, this last comment here coming up. 1 second. I will do Tom and so and same back at you, and hopefully I'll see you as well. I'll keep out for your stream as well for your wrestling channel as well. Keep an eye out for that. See if I'll catch any of that before I go live as well later on. Aside from that, I'll see you soon as always. Up the Arsenal. Come on, you guys.